Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. Now, you haven't seen this on my channel before, but I've been streaming it recently, and I've just seen a mod that's released probably about a week or so ago, and it's called East versus West. Now, what this does is it sets it in the period between, well, East versus West, essentially. It'd be NATO versus the Soviet Union and its allies. So it kind of set during the Cold War, which is an incredibly interesting time period to kind of move Hearts of Iron into. So if we go into it, it's still very early stages in development. So I believe none of the events or the national focuses have been changed. I believe that's all going to happen kind of in the future. But if you were looking for something to keep yourself interested in Hearts of Iron and the current ones aren't really taking your fancy anymore, this is definitely a good one to take on. So you still only have the two to start off with. But if we select that scenario, then you can see that it's changed. So the interesting nations are now the France, led by Vincent Auriol, the United States, led by Harry S. Truman, United Kingdom, led by Clement Attlee, the Republican Italy, led by Luigi, you have the State of Japan, and you also have the Soviet Union, led by Joseph Stalin. There are also the other countries, so let's take a little look at this. So this is what the map has been changed to. So here you have France, West Germany, East Germany, the Polish People's Republic, the Czechoslovak Union, the Hungarian People's Republic, Republic of Austria, Romanian People's Republic, the SFR Yugoslavia. You also have the Socialist Republic of Bulgaria. You also have the Hellenic Republic of Greece. So all of these countries have been kind of changed from the original starting position. You also have the Soviet Union, incredibly powerful. China is reunified. We also have Korea here. Japan has lost all of its gains pretty much. So yeah, this is kind of the time period. Although it says 1936, the starting period is actually 1946. I think India's got some new territory down here as well. So India has its independence. Apart from that, I believe it's pretty much how it... Yeah, I think that's pretty much how the world would have been back in 1946. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play through the first, I guess, half hour or so, kind of see what can happen in the mod, and just see how it goes, really. So I think I'm going to select West Germany, led by Conrad, and we're just going to see how it goes. So if this is something that you'd like me to play again in future, of course, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be playing on Recruit. I am still fairly new to Hearts of Iron, so if you see any interesting play, that would be why, because I'm pretty terrible. So I think I may have... Oh, we don't have we don't have an army, which would kind of make sense. So what I'm going to do here is show the factions map mode straight away, so you can see NATO is an incredibly huge, large power. Pretty much, yeah. It's huge, which obviously makes a lot of sense. And then we also have the faction of Warsaw. So I have no forces whatsoever. I think I may have selected the wrong country to pick. But as you can see, all of these are exactly the same. So we'll just go down the line of support weapons. Then we'll also get engineering. But I think once it's all kind of really updated, this mod could actually be fantastic. If the national focus is a bit strange, then that's going to be quite difficult to go under. Okay, so they've changed it to a minor nations one, essentially. So we're going to go down political effort. And we don't actually have any divisions, which would make sense because... Yeah, we can't actually get any kind of military, so I think I may have picked the wrong country to do this. So we've got 3... Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change the country. Okay, so where we've just started, it's not a problem. West Germany, yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have an army. I'm surprised you don't have any of your allies positioned in there, though, because it would have been occupied by quite a few. So I think I'll go for the Republic of Italy this time. Okay, well, so just go straight back into it. I'm not really sure that I'm going to get an army. Start a war with any of the other factions. Although the Republic of Austria is for the taking, and so is Yugoslavia, so we do have that option if we wanted to expand as Italy. I'm not sure. Do we have our African possessions? I'm not sure that we would anymore. No, we don't. Portuguese Republic, no. We don't have our African possessions anymore. Right. So research slot. Again, we'll just go for these basic ones. I think it's pretty standard to go down this route. However, if any of you are experts in Hearts of Iron, of course, let me know in the comments below where I'm making mistakes. That is very much appreciated. Okay, so that's that taken care of. We have 3 civilian factories. So let's see what our infrastructure's like. Pretty good, however, that could be better. That could be better. We'll just increase our infrastructure. Actually, no, I won't increase that. We'll build some more civilian factories. We do have quite a few factories up here. We'll build a factory there. A couple there. We don't really need any military factories at the minute. At least I'm presuming anyway. So it's a bit weird that the date hasn't actually changed to 46. So, you know, the mod is in very early stages. But still kind of fun nevertheless. So we have 3 military factories. So how many are being used at the minute? We have 9 out of 19. Okay. All of our... oh, no, we have 3 dockyards as well. Okay, so we can't get... so battleships. I'm not sure there's any point in actually getting too many of those. We might get some light cruisers. Actually, that battleship's a bit better. No, it isn't. Well, we'll let that happen, but it appears my naval dockyards aren't particularly great. But I could get some destroyers. We're getting 2 of those a year. Military factories. We are completely filled with our light tanks. I think I might get a few more being produced every week. Some more infantry equipment there. And 2 a day there. We're filled with our... Okay, we'll get some of those. No national focus is set. Yeah, we've complete... I guess that makes sense where we've done that. And we can't actually go down... oh, we could. You don't meet the requirement. Okay, you don't own Ethiopia. So this does kind of restrict where you can go down, which does make sense. But we can go down the industrial effort, which I think we will do. We could go for army primacy. Yeah. So we'll go down that. So that does make sense that you can no longer do the Italian war ethos from World War II. Is that ours? Oh, yeah, we have a navy down there. Okay. No divisions in basic training. Well, let's start getting some of those. Don't really need to get the Colonial Divisions. In fact, yeah, okay. Get some. So there we go. We'll set your location for Emilia Romagna, Latium, Bruzio. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that I don't have any armies, so I'll create a new army, get a commander. You, sir. Okay, so I think that's pretty much... oh. So if I was to have war, it probably would be with Yugoslavia, but I don't know if they've kind of restricted. So let's see if we can actually... we can't justify a war goal. We need world tension and 1 more political power. Okay, so I think where we are... we're democratic. Okay. I know it makes sense. NATO isn't really going to try and start a war. So it's going to be... actually, let's just click on play, because I don't think a whole lot's going to happen. Insufficient resources, so let's trade with... I guess the United States probably would be best. United Kingdom is best for that. Like, we're not going to get any war with any of these major nations. There we go. So we're missing equipment production. You have logistics that require equipment, which is not currently being produced. Equipment required for the Oh, it's artillery. Okay. So, I need to actually get some towed artillery being built. This is going to affect my my factory output. But at least we can get a couple down there. Insufficient resources again, but we can go for the Portuguese Republic. Gimme, gimme, gimme. A man after midnight. Okay, so we'll set our front line probably with Yugoslavia. And I'll probably set them to exercise. If they can. Yeah, they can. Okay. So I'm just going to, like, I guess, see what happens now. I'm not sure there's a whole lot I can do. But I presume, like, with countries like France, we could improve our relations, boost our population. Yeah. But I think we're all part of the same faction. Then we can all pretty much have military access. So it's kind of all of that lovely stuff. And I'm just going to turn off the night-day loop, because I'm not a big fan of that, personally. And, right, so let's... Got a lot of air wings. We have a lot of... We have quite a big navy, actually. Number of ships. There we go. So, going to set you to patrol. And you are going to patrol. Oh no. Oh yeah, you can just do all of them actually. Oh damn. Okay. You can patrol the Eastern Mediterranean. And is that all of my ships doing what I need? Oh wow. So we have a lot of... We have quite a large navy. I didn't actually realise it was that big. Okay. Well, we'll let them get on with... Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. So, I mean, if I changed my type of government, although I can't because I'm democratic, although I probably could try and go down the route of... No, I think it's going to be 100%. Yeah, daily change. We're not going to be able to change our laws and government. I mean, we could add a political advisor when we get enough. So what probably would have been handy, it was to if I was to play as the Soviet Union and just go complete ham on the whole world. So I might do that as a live stream one day, because that would be quite... Well, the world tension would definitely increase. But I'm not really sure a lot can be done currently. Okay. So that is quite restrictive of what can be done here. Yeah, so we need the war goal at 100%. What about the Soviet Union? They're actually 10% democratic. Wow. But it's quite fun seeing all of this lovely stuff. Okay, so it seems with NATO, you can't start a war just willy-nilly, and that does make complete sense. Insufficient resources. So you could actually trade with the Soviet Union. Probably best not to, though. Research slot available. Okay, well, let's go and see. So that's pretty much NATO. You can't really do too much. Ah. Oh. Oh, could I go to the United States and say leave the faction? We could. I could leave NATO. So that makes us independent from NATO. Okay. So we've exiled all the divisions here. Oh. So we did have divisions. Oh, okay, yeah, we did have a military up here. That's quite funny. Okay. So you have all of the colonial divisions which you had when you started off with. Right. So, I don't know if that would change anything. Yeah, you still can't justify the war goal because you need world tension because we're democratic. Okay. But you can leave NATO if you want to and just go on and independent. That's quite fun. So what I'm going to do, we're going to exit this one. And then we'll just see what kind of stuff we can do as the Warsaw Pact. Or the Warsaw faction, sorry. So, new game. Select scenario as the Soviet Union. And let's just click start. See what is possible here. Okay, Russian Far East. Lots and lots of divisions. Oh my god. Actually, army of 1 million already in the field. That makes sense. Right. So there's the faction. I presume we're the head of the faction. It would make a lot of sense if we were. So, Finland. We can justify a war against Finland. Conquer. Okay. So, okay, yeah, we need political power to actually do that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Not actually training any divisions. In terms of national focus, I imagine it's going to be the same. You could actually still go down the route of the Great Purge. If you wanted to. I'm not sure that I'm going to. Finish the 5-year plan, Stalin Constitution. Transpolar flights. Found the PCDI. Okay. So it'd be great when they actually change it. Change the actual time frame to 1946 and actually change all the national focuses around. I think that'll make it a lot more interesting, a lot more complete. So I might revisit the mod once it is a bit more complete. I'm not sure there's much of a point of me, I guess, starting a big playthrough now. But once it's more complete, that's definitely something that I'd look into. There you have a little Berlin. It's controlled by West Germany. So there we go. That is the East versus West mod. If I've missed anything out in the mod, I do apologise. But yeah, very interesting. Very excited to see some more. If you would like a proper Hearts of Iron campaign on my channel, please let me know. And I will certainly consider it. But I definitely will continue to live stream this if I don't do a campaign on the YouTube channel. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do leave a like. And until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day.